Welcome to day 4 of 8 lights for 8 nights. We know that just about every single mitzvah requires a bracha to be recited before we do it. And so we have brachos like lehaniach tefillin, to put on tefillin, and lishmoa kol shofar, that we're about to go ahead and blow the shofar. All of these mitzvah generally have the introduction of which is the lamed with a shva. All right, don't lose me. I know we're getting grammatical here. Okay, but that's how most of these brachos will start. There are other brachos, however, that do something like al kriyas Megillah. When we read the Megillah for Purim, we don't say likros hamegillah, we say al kriyas hamegillah. And so there's an interesting question of why that is the case. Why don't we have the same language for all of the brachos? And the Rambam is the one who actually, or at least one of the individuals who codifies this notion of sometimes we say le and sometimes we say al. And the Ravid wants to know, the Ravid is one of the primary commentators on the Rambam, why is it that the Rambam differentiates between sometimes saying le and other times he says al? And so he explains that actually it's quite simple. We know that when it comes to the mitzvah of when we say le, that's all about a Torah commandment level mitzvah. So putting on tefillin is a Torah commandment, and so therefore we say le. However, reading the Megillah on Purim, it's a beautiful, important, critical mitzvah, but at the end of the day, it is a rabbinic mitzvah, and so therefore we say al kriyas Megillah. What's interesting and what doesn't exactly make sense is that that does not seem to apply to Hanukkah. Hanukkah, too, is a rabbinic holiday. It was established by the rabbis. It's not found directly in the Torah anywhere, but yet we don't say al hadlakas neros, we say lahadlik ner shel Chanukah. We use the Torah level text of a bracha and not the rabbinic level text, and explains the Ravid. It's actually a very simple reason why we switch the language up and revert back to the Torah type of text by saying lehadlik for Hanukkah, and that is because that is the bracha we used to make on lighting the menorah in the Beis Hamikdash. And I was so struck by that idea because we so seldom actually realize the beautiful reality that is accomplished when we light the Hanukkah menorah. It's not just that we're lighting this beautiful piece that we buy in the Judaica store or wherever, and you have the colorful candles or the beautiful oil. It's all amazing. It's all wonderful. But it's not like this was ever really just meant to be something that lasted for 8 days, eight nights, and that's it. It was actually something that was supposed to happen every single day of the year. Because, of course, we know that lighting the menorah nowadays is a commemoration of the fact that the menorah that was lit in the Beis Hamikdash lasted, the oil that they found lasted for 8 days, but that menorah was lit every single day of the year. The quote-unquote miracle ended when they were able to have more oil brought to them, which was an 8-day total journey to have it come to them. And so therefore, ultimately, what we see is that Hanukkah is not just a remembrance of this miracle, but it's a remembrance of this beautiful tradition, halacha, mitzvah that we used to have in the Beis Hamikdash, which was lighting the menorah. Every single time we go to light our menorahs, we are essentially remembering this beautiful custom that used to exist in the temple. And we hope and pray that, God willing, we'll be able to return to such a mitzvah someday soon. And when we light our menorahs, we should specifically insert an additional prayer, saying to Hashem to please bring us back to a world of complete and revealed redemption in which we could be given the honor, not just lighting the menorah 8 days out of the year, but that we can actually light it 365 days a year. And so, God willing, as we light our menorahs night after night through the duration of the holiday, we should be blessed to feel the positive energy of, God willing, returning to a world where this is not just a phenomenon of 8 days, but that it's actually something that we can do every single day of the year, lighting in the Beis Hamikdash, that, God willing, will be rebuilt soon with the full redemption of our people speedily in our days. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.